Security cameras used to be simple. You'd mount a camera, plug it in, and it would record everything straight to a DVR or maybe a hard drive. But now, we have home hubs, NVRs, Wi-Fi NVRs, microSD cards, and cloud backups. So many options it's easy to get overwhelmed. So today, let's cut through the confusion and answer one of the most common questions people ask when setting up a security system. Should you go with a home hub or an NVR? What's actually better? And more importantly, what's better for you? Let's start by understanding what both of these really are. A home hub, in the simplest terms, is a smart, central device that connects and manages different home automation gadgets. Lights, sensors, smart locks, and yes, security cameras too. These are designed to keep your setup clean, wireless, and compact. Think small form factor, app-controlled, and built for ease. On the flip side, an NVR, or Network Video Recorder, is purpose-built for one job: recording footage from IP cameras. It's the workhorse of security systems, rugged, reliable, and built to handle multiple cameras streaming continuously, 24/7. So, how do they stack up against each other? Let's talk storage, because that's usually the first point of difference. A typical home hub will rely on microSD cards, often 1 or 2 slots, with a maximum capacity somewhere around 512 gigabytes per card. That might sound like a lot, but if you've got multiple cameras recording high-definition video, that space fills up fast, especially if you're recording continuously. That's why home hubs tend to record only motion-triggered events, or clips, instead of storing 24/7 footage. Some newer hubs, like the Pro models from certain brands, are bridging that gap by including built-in hard drives, usually around 1 to 1 terabyte or 2 terabytes, but they still lean toward event-based recording, especially to conserve battery on wireless cameras. On the other hand, NVRs are built for serious storage. We're talking terabytes, like 4 terabyte, 16 terabyte, and even up to 48 terabyte in high-end models. And this is paired with continuous recording, not just motion clips. That means if you want to go back and find footage from 3 weeks ago at 2 a.m., an NVR will have you covered. It's the kind of setup you need when you want every second recorded, all the time. So, in terms of storage and depth of footage, NVRs clearly have the upper hand. Now, what about the types of cameras you're using? If you're using battery-powered cameras, a home hub is almost always the better option. Why? Because recording 24/7 would drain the battery within days. Hubs are designed to record only when motion is detected, preserving battery life. They're also built with wireless ecosystems in mind, where you can place cameras anywhere without worrying about running a cable. On the other hand, NVRs pair best with wired or plug-in cameras, especially those using Power over Ethernet, PoE. That means a single Ethernet cable supplies both data and power to the camera. No need for a separate power adapter. You get a more stable video stream, consistent power, and no batteries to worry about. While many modern NVRs can now technically work with battery cameras, firmware support is inconsistent. In several tests and updates, users have found that battery cams either don't show up, can't connect, or lose signal quickly. So if battery cameras are your choice, go with the hub. If you're installing wired cameras, NVR wins hands down. Here's where things get interesting. Home hubs are built for simplicity. You plug them in, pair them with a few cameras, and manage everything from an app. They usually support up to 16 to 24 cameras, depending on the model, which is more than enough for a typical household. NVRs, though? These are made to scale. Most entry-level units start with 8 or 16 channels, meaning 8 or 16 cameras. But you can go all the way up to 36 or even 64 channel systems. This is why they're used in warehouses, commercial buildings, and large estates. Another major difference? Live monitoring. With an NVR, you can connect it directly to a monitor or TV via HDMI or VGA and get a live feed of all your cameras. No app required. Home hubs don't usually have this capability. They're built for app-first control, where everything happens through your phone or tablet. So if you want a system that grows with your property or lets you see all your feeds on a big screen in real time, NVRs give you that flexibility. Let's touch on this because it often gets overlooked. Neither a home hub nor an NVR requires internet access to continue recording. They'll both keep recording locally even if your internet goes out. But there's a catch. If you want to receive notifications, check your footage remotely, or stream your feed from another location, you'll need an active internet connection. And here's where Wi-Fi NVRs can start to become problematic. Some Wi-Fi NVRs and hubs try to broadcast their own Wi-Fi, which sounds great in theory, but it doesn't work well with mesh Wi-Fi systems that many modern homes now use. These standalone Wi-Fi units can't be extended with extenders or access points, which means signal coverage is limited. Users have found that cameras more than 60 feet away often struggle to maintain a connection. In contrast, if you simply connect your cameras and hub or NVR to your existing home Wi-Fi, especially a strong mesh setup, things just work better. That's why many people now recommend skipping Wi-Fi NVRs entirely and just using regular NVRs or hubs that integrate into your existing network. This is another key difference. Home hubs are event-driven. They're built to record only when something happens. Motion, sound, people, packages, pets, you name it. This is ideal if you're trying to save storage, preserve battery life, or reduce the noise of constant recordings. NVRs, on the other hand, are perfect for continuous recording. If you run a business, need detailed footage around the clock, or want no gaps in your surveillance timeline, continuous recording is the only way to go. So again, it comes down to your needs. Want to know when someone stepped onto your porch? A hub will do. Want every second captured, from sunrise to midnight? NVR is your best friend. So, what's better? A home hub or an NVR? The truth is, it depends. If you're a homeowner who just wants to monitor your front door, backyard, and maybe keep an eye on the garage, and you're using battery-powered cameras, go with a home hub. It's simple, compact, app-controlled, and works well with motion alerts and cloud backups if needed. But if you're running multiple wired cameras, need continuous recording, want HDMI live feeds, or you're securing a business, warehouse, or large property, then an NVR is the way to go. You get massive storage, rock-solid reliability, and scalable options that grow with your needs. So there you have it. Hubs and NVRs serve different purposes. It's not about which is better overall, but about which is better for you. Let us know in the comments. What's your setup like? Are you running a hub, NVR, or a bit of both? And if you're just getting started, which one are you leaning toward?